Hi guys, I hope you're well and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be doing just like my everyday makeup look with you. It's kind of like just a nice natural makeup look that I like to wear. It's like my go-to makeup look if I'm kind of going anywhere. I really wanted to do a makeup look with this Violet Voss Holy Grail palette, which I recently got from Sephora, and I asked you on my Instagram if you wanted me to create a look and if you wanted kind of like a going out glam or an everyday glam, and the votes were very much towards the everyday glam. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel before we get started. If you wanted to see how I create my kind of like everyday signature look, then keep... Okay, so the first thing that I do every day without fail, take my MAC paint pot in soft ochre and I just put that over my lids. There you go, and that just helps my eyeshadow to stay in place. I then take 3 brushes, which are my everyday brushes. So I have the Zoeva crease brush. So it's a little bit, it's a crease brush, like, well, it's a blending brush, just like very similar to a MAC 217. Then I have a crown brush, and this is the Pro Blending Crease brush, and it's a little bit less fluffy than my normal blending brush. And then I take a flat eyeshadow brush. So that's like my 3 brushes. I'm obsessed with my Violet Voss Holy Grail palette. This palette is the palette of dreams, of warm shades. So I go in with this shade called Transition and just go into my crease and just blend that with the more fluffy brush. I just blend that straight into my crease. Then I take this orangey kind of peachy shade here called Hashtag, and I just go in my crease on top of that shade, just to kind of warm up that eye area. And kind of gives a nice warm spring look. Then I take my kind of less fluffy brush and I take a combination of Are You Kidding Me and Brownie Points, and just go in my outer crease, like the outer corner, and then I just do the same thing again and just build that colour up so it's just slightly more smoky and defined on the outside. This palette does have fallout, so you just have to wipe it away after. Then I'm just going to go in with the blending brush and kind of just blend that all together. It looks nice and neat and not blocky. There you go. Then I'll just kind of take a brush and take away any excess fallout underneath my eyes. I take this shade here, How You Doing. Now there is so many amazing rose goldy shades in this palette, and I literally just do one tap because it's really pigmented, and I do kind of do this motion, which is something I don't normally do, but because it's an everyday look I don't want it to do intense. So normally I always say pat on the colour, but here I'm not, just because I want to diffuse the colour a bit, because these shades are really pigmented, especially the shimmery shades. So I'm kind of tapping on like this, so we're just diffusing the colour. So I mean, it looks amazing if you pat it on, but I just feel like for the office or for like an everyday look it's a bit much. Then I'm going back in with that crease brush and just haven't got any extra product on it, it's just with whatever product's left on the brush, so it doesn't kind of doesn't get diffused out. Then I'm taking a flat brush again, and I'm going to go in with this shade here, which is called So Jelly, and it's got like a pinky undertone, and I'm just going to pat that into the middle, so it kind of gives like a halo effect. And then I'm going to take kind of like a pencil brush, and I'm going to take this shade here, which is called Ploof, and I don't know why I'm not using this massive mirror on this. I'm just going to stick that in my inner corner. This is a really nice highlights kind of inner corner shade. Then I'm going to take my Kat Von D eyeliner, the tattoo liner, which I love. I don't line, I kind of just trace along my lash line, so it kind of defines my lash line. and defines the eye, but I'm kind of like not lining, if that makes sense. And you've seen me do this in videos before because that's kind of like my thing. I don't like going too heavy with eyeliner. So looks like we are doing eyeliner today, so as this one went wrong, I'm going to take my Provoke eyeliner in the shade Tempt Me, which is like my everyday, just to go in my waterline. And I just love this because it stays put, glides on so smoothly, and it's like just like a dark bronze colour, so it doesn't look too heavy for daytime or for every day. I forgot to say at the beginning of this video, please ignore my nails. They look just, I'm taking a break from shellac. I'm not happy with my nails right now because I've just taken a break from shellac, so they don't look great. They're not painted, but I couldn't like not do a video just because my nails don't look good. So I'm very sorry, and I do apologise about the appearance of my nails. Then next is my concealer and colour correcting. So I go in with my Urban Decay colour corrector in Deep Peach, and just where I'm so dark under the eyes, but like on my kind of skin tone, anywhere that's like really, really dark, then you just colour correct with dark peach. Then I go in with my Naked Skin concealer, which I do love. You would have seen my video of the All Nighter concealer, which is fab, but for an everyday look, this is perfect. I don't want anything too heavy. Obviously this doesn't last as long as the All Nighter concealer. Just got a bit of breakout in the heel. I'm just going to cover that as well. Yeah, this doesn't last as long as the All Nighter concealer, but for an everyday look it's fine. Then I go in with the yellow colour corrector and just kind of brighten up here and here. Because this is so thin, it kind of layers up really nicely without kind of like having the build up of the product looking horrible. Then I go in with my mini beauty blender, and I'm just going to spray that with some Smashbox primer water and just blend everything out, which you have seen a million times before. Obviously if I've got longer, then I like to spend a little bit longer doing this because it just stays better. So just bouncing the beauty blender on your skin and getting that product like right into your skin, which is fine to do if you're wearing primer, which I am obviously. It doesn't kind of, it just means that all your product won't come to surface by like midday or early afternoon. Kind of like just stay within your skin and look like skin. That's pretty much what everybody wants for like an everyday look, right? You just want like a nice natural look. Bigger beauty blender and just blend out the edges. Just make sure that all comes in with the foundation and looks like one set, and you can't see like blatant concealer. And then just before I kind of set that, I have been loving using this Inglot Face and Body Illuminator. So I just take like a tiny little drop. A little goes a long way with this. And I just highlight there and there, along the bridge of my nose, centre of my forehead, what was left on my chin, and then I'll just take the rest just along my Cupid's bow. Then with my big beauty blender, I kind of just blend that out, as if it's all part of the same thing. And it just gives like a really nice glow and illumination to my face. Then I have been loving this Bobbi Brown pressed powder, and my shade is Soft Honey. Just take that on my big beauty blender so I can set this. I sometimes use my Kat Von D locked in powder, but I just thought I'd show you this one today. So at this point I'd normally do my eyebrows, fill in my eyebrows. So today I've already done them, but I've been loving using this Bobbi Brown long wear brown pencil, so I literally just do small strokes like this and like that. Obviously it takes a bit longer and it's got a spoolie on the end, so I just brush everything out. Have already cream contoured using this CYO contour stick, so I just did here, here and along the sides of my nose. So now I need to powder contour, and I'm going to take this Smashbox Drawn In Decked Out palette, which I got at Christmas, and it's got these two contour shades. So I'm literally just going to dip the brush in, and I'm using this NARS, is it called Ica or Ica brush? And just slightly go over that cream contour. I love using this Urban United brush here. It's a blending brush, but it's a great brush to contour my nose. I'm just going to go in and powder contour over my cream contour. My trusted highlight stick from Smashbox, and just go down the bridge of my nose and tips. Take a brush, just blend that out. So once all of that's done, so before powdering my face, I'm going to use any cream products, and I've been loving, I love the Bobbi Brown Pot Rouge anyway. This is one that I got from International Women's Day, pretty powerful, and it's just such a lovely, look at that pink, really, really nice, versatile pink for everyone. I'm just going to stick that on the apples of my cheeks. It's really, really pigmented, so just a tiny bit. This will just help my blush to last longer. When you kind of layer powder products on top of cream products, they just last that little bit longer, and this just looks really, really natural, so I just like it. Powder my face, the rest of my face, I always use my Urban Decay Velvetizer. It's just to take away the shine and just kind of set my foundation. Not that this Bobbi Brown foundation that I'm wearing kind of needs setting, it kind of sets by itself, but I just always like to just give that extra bit of powder just to make sure that nothing is going to budge. And I'm just going to wipe away any excess under my eyes so you don't get product build up. And as you can see, I use a small brush just so I'm only going into the places where I get shiny and where I need powder. I am loving this MAC bronzer, which I got from Duty Free, and it's the shade Format. It's just like a really nice bronze, it's got a slight shimmer to it. So with bronzer, I like to go hold my hair back because I need to go in my hairline. I don't need to make my forehead look smaller because my forehead's not particularly small, but it's not particularly big either. But it's just to kind of bring everything together and just warm up my face. So when I do this, I can just go into my hairline only, and then I just kind of lightly dust over where, if I was out in the sun, where I would get tanned. So that's kind of here and here. Just kind of dusting it over so it looks sun-kissed, but not overly done. I just put a little bit on my nose, but literally like this. So now I'm just going to finish off kind of like the under eyes. I'm going to take the Provoc liner again, and I'm going to go just trace along my lower lash line, but I'm going above my lashes. So rather than going under my lashes, I'm going above my lashes. And I'm going to take a small pencil brush and the Violet Voss palette again, and I basically take the two shades, Brownie Points and Hashtag, and basically mix them to go along my lower lash line, but this time I'm going from below the lashes. Then I'm going to take a small pointed brush and this shade here, which is called Cool Beans, which is like a nice champagne shimmer, and I'm not going right into the corner, but I'm just kind of going just, I guess, the tear duct, just to give a tiny little bit of sparkle. And then I'm going to take my Bobbi Brown Smoky Mascara, which I just love. It's so nice for every day, and you can really layer on your mascara if you wanted to, and it just doesn't get clumpy at all. It's just like a really nice mascara. So I just need to go in with some blusher, and I'm just going to take the blush shade from this Drawn In Decked Out palette, literally just on the apples of my cheeks, really, really lightly. and I'm kind of trying not to bring my blusher down too low. Highlight, I'm going to take the highlight shade from here as well because it's just really nice. I'm just going to go there, and this is just going over that Inglot liquid highlight. But I do kind of tend to go heavy on highlight just because I love a glow with my nose. And with my finger I just go on the tip of my nose and just go along my brow bone. Now for the lips, you've seen me do my like everyday lip routine, which consists of my Corrupt lip liner, my Kat Von D and my Sephora lip stain. And I feel like there's no point doing all this makeup and this everyday look or natural look or whatever you want to call it without setting spray. So there you go, that's my everyday glam look at the moment. I'm just really obsessed with using like warmer tones for my eyes at the moment, can't help it, just love the look. So I hope you loved this tutorial. Please give me a big thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Twitter and Snapchat, and all the products I have listed will be linked below and on my blog secretstarfile.com. I'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye guys!